Stop scrolling and imagine this: a baseboard heater that disappears into the room, purrs in silence, and keeps every corner comfortably warm without frying the air dry. That's what the best baseboard heaters do, and today's lineup counts down the top 7 to the ultimate pick. 7. Markel TPI H2903024SW. The Markel is a compact, 24-inch hardwired baseboard designed for small zones, rated 375 watts at 240 volts or 281 watts at 208 volts, translating to about 1,275 BTU or 955 per hour respectively, good for tight spaces, hallways, or small baths where an oversized unit would short cycle. The stainless steel element with aluminum fins is classic convection, and the 22-gauge steel casing is built to last in utility areas. What stands out in use is how predictably it warms the immediate zone without fan noise. It's pure convection, so air is drawn in at the bottom and exits atop the grill, settling into a stable temperature after a few minutes. Current draw is low, about 1.6 amps at 240 volts, which makes it easy on a circuit when adding multiple short runs in a retrofit. The ETL CSA-style listings reported on distributor pages add peace of mind for inspectors and pros. There are trade-offs. With only 375 watts at 240 volts, it won't carry a full bedroom or living area. Expect it to feel underpowered beyond about 30 to 45 square feet, unless the room is exceptionally tight and well insulated. If the site only has 120 volts, this specific model won't fit because it's a 2008 240 volt unit, which can trip up DIYers hoping for plug-and-play simplicity. The build is utilitarian rather than decorative. In a design-forward remodel, the boxy profile may look commercial, and because this is a direct-wired heater, a compatible wall thermostat must be spec'd separately unless a control-in-unit variant is explicitly called out for the chosen catalog number. 6. Comfort Zone CZ600. The CZ600 is the classic 1500-watt plug-in baseboard. 2 heat settings, 750 watts for 1500 watts, adjustable thermostat, and a silent convection profile in a low-profile white steel body. It's ETL listed, has tip-over and overheat protection, and a stay-cool housing, exactly what's needed in rentals, dorm-style rooms, or temporary heating for medium spaces. In practice, the CZ600's appeal is simplicity. Plug it into a dedicated 120 volts, 15 amp circuit, set the dial, and the room climbs to a comfortable plateau without fan noise. The 29 30-inch chassis is easy to place under windows to offset drafts. Safety indicators, power and caution lights, plus the physical tip-over switch give confidence in higher traffic rooms or homes with pets. There are limitations to flag. Manufacturer docs recommend not sharing the 15-amp circuit. At 12.5 amps on high, it's easy to trip breakers if paired with other loads on the same branch. The rotary thermostat is coarse, expect a few degrees of hunting before it stabilizes, and because it's plug-in, it's not a permanent code-compliant replacement for hardwired heat where local code mandates fixed appliances. The low-profile body is sturdy, but dent-resistant panels don't make it invincible. The mesh grille can scuff in tight spaces. Because its resistance heat at 120 volts, line loss on long runs is irrelevant to the unit, but matters if the outlet circuit is daisy-chained across multiple rooms. Treat this as a zone heater, not whole home heat. For renters and temporary setups, it's one of the easiest ways to add quiet, even heat. Just be honest about circuit capacity and thermostat finesse. Number 5. Comfort Zone CZ650B. Stepping up, the CZ650B brings digital controls, a visible temperature display, 2 heat settings at 750 watt per 1500 watts, and a handy timer to the same quiet convection format, still plug-in and still 120 volts. For those who want set-and-forget control without adding a smart plug or external thermostat, the CZ650B nails the basics with modern convenience. In use, the digital thermostat takes the guesswork out of room targeting. Being able to dial an exact number reduces overshoot and makes night settings consistent. The silent operation remains a highlight, no fan, no hum, making it ideal for bedrooms and home offices where microphones or meetings would pick up noise. Durability feels a notch up from typical budget units with dent-resistant end panels and a low-profile shell that tucks neatly beneath sills. Safety is comprehensive: tip-over switch, overheat sensor, and a stay-cool body, so it works well around kids or pets with fewer hot-touch worries than radiant panels or fan heaters. Spec-wise, it's 1500 watt max at 120 volts, so it shares the same electrical cautions as the CZ600. Give it a dedicated 15-amp circuit to avoid nuisance trips. Packaging dimensions indicate a compact footprint that stores easily in off-season, and the ETL listing keeps landlords and property managers comfortable deploying it. For medium rooms where digital control matters and where hardwiring isn't an option, this is a smarter plug-in pick that combines convenience with quiet comfort. If a permanent solution is preferred, the hardwired units later in the list will be a better fit. 4. Stelpro B03029W. The Stelpro Brava is a compact hardwired baseboard at 22 inches long, rated 300 watts at 240 volts, 225 watts at 208 volts. It's a sturdy, rounded corner 22-gauge steel build with an epoxy polyester powder coat in white, designed for kitchens, bedrooms, offices, basements, and light commercial spaces where a small zone requires a clean, durable profile. Despite the small wattage, the Brava chassis is known for its monocoque base, a single-piece design that improves rigidity and reduces rattles as the metal expands and contracts with heat cycles. In small nooks or glass-heavy corners, the quiet convection helps erase microdrafts without a fan ramping noise up and down. At 300 watts, treat it as a finishing layer rather than a sole heat source for typical bedrooms. Multiple units in series, each on proper circuits loads, can stitch together even coverage along long exterior walls. The powder coat resists scuffs in hallways and entry zones, and the compact length solves placement when trim carpentry squeezes available wall real estate. Electricians appreciate the consistent Stelpro form factor, surface mount, CSA certification, and standard 240-208-volt compatibility when matching to existing line voltage thermostats in multi-heater rooms. With Canadian distribution, availability is usually good, and pricing is attractive for multi-room retrofits. In short, when a short-length, pro-grade, hardwired baseboard is needed, the B03029W is a clean, durable option that warms small zones without visual fuss. 3. King 4K2410BW. The King is a 4-foot, 208-240-volt hardwired baseboard delivering 750-1,000 watts, built in Seattle and respected by installers for reliability and safety. It features King's crush-proof ribbon aluminum finning, compression welded to the element to create a chimney-like flue for maximum heat transfer and long-term performance. In rooms around 100 to 150 square feet with decent insulation, the 1,000-watt output balances quick warm-up with silent operation. The full-length safety cutout and sure-stop high-temperature limit shut power in abnormal conditions, guarding against blocked airflow or accidental obstructions along the grill. Installation is flexible. Wiring on either end with junction boxes that have multiple knockouts on back, bottom, and side speeds rough-in and simplifies daisy chaining on a run. Thermostat is sold separately with single or double pole options, double pole giving a true off position that many homeowners prefer. The dent-resistant dye-formed cover holds up in family rooms and rentals, and the natural convection keeps the sound floor at 0. For a consistent aesthetic across a home, King's K-Series spans multiple lengths and voltages, making it easy to size per room and keep the look unified. If there's a pro-grade default for hardwired convection heat in North America, this is it: dependable, serviceable, and built for the long haul. 2. Cadet SoftHeat Hydronic Series. SoftHeat is the comfort upgrade, an electric hydronic baseboard where the heating element sits inside a copper tube filled with non-toxic mineral oil, which stores and releases heat smoothly for steadier room temperatures and a softer feel. The oil holds residual warmth after the element cycles off, reducing temperature swings and perceived drafts. The benefits are immediately noticeable in bedrooms and nurseries: lower surface temperatures than standard electric baseboards, no singe smell, and less drying of the air because the enclosed design doesn't scorch dust particles. For allergy-sensitive households or quiet workspaces, it's the best feeling heat in this category. From an energy perspective, the the gentler duty cycle can reduce on-off spikes and maintain comfort at a lower average setting, especially when paired with a precise wall thermostat. Build quality is North American, and field reports note excellent silence, just that even, blanket-like warmth that makes winter rooms feel settled. Hydronic units are typically a bigger upfront investment than basic convection baseboards, but the comfort and safety trade-up is worth it when rooms are occupied for long periods. Installation mirrors other hardwired baseboards, so electricians can slot them into the same circuits sized for the wattage. If the goal is premium comfort without going to panel radiators, SoftHeat is the sweet spot: quiet, gentle, consistent, and family-friendly. 1. Baseboarders Premium Series. Curveball? Not quite. A shocking number of homes don't need a new heater. They need to fix ugly, rusty, or sharp-edged hydronic baseboard covers that sabotage room aesthetics and safety. Baseboarders Premium Series is the best-in-class, slip-on steel cover system that instantly modernizes hot water baseboard runs with 22-gauge galvanized steel panels and 18-gauge end caps, all powder-coated for durability and backed by a lifetime rust warranty. The brilliance is installation. No tools for standard straight runs, with a full ecosystem of end caps and inside-outside corners at 90 degrees and 135 degrees to navigate real-world walls. The panels come in 2 to 7 foot lengths, with free custom cuts available, making it practical to transform a whole floor in an afternoon while keeping the heating element untouched. Design-wise, the clean, modern perforation pattern tames the visual clutter that baseboards usually introduce, immediately elevating minimalist and transitional interiors. Standard white is quick ship, with special order colors like cool gray, oil-rubbed bronze, and cast iron black for design-led spaces that need cohesion. Functionally, the heavy-gauge steel and semi-gloss powder coat withstand vacuums, pets, and kids better than thin OEM finned covers, and the fit calculator plus measurement guide remove guesswork during ordering. For hydronic systems suffering from bent fins and rusty fronts, covers restore airflow while protecting the element and eliminating sharp edges. If best, include solving the most widespread real-life problem around baseboards, appearance, safety, and longevity. Baseboarders Premium is the most impactful, instantly visible upgrade to heat in lived-in spaces, and the fastest way to turn an eyesore into a feature. Final take. For an immediate upgrade in lived spaces, Baseboarders Premium transforms looks and safety overnight. For best-in-room comfort, Cadet SoftHeat Hydronic is the clear winner. For a dependable hardwired workhorse, King's 4K2410BW is the installer favorite. And for plug-in convenience with real controls, the CZ650B is the value pick. Just mind the circuit.